Hello everybody, welcome to our DVC journey.
Hi.
So it's time for some reflection. And we had a video, if you've watched our channel or you want to review it, when we announced, or Disney announced, the cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness. I wasn't a really big fan about it, just because of the design and things of that nature. But as more and more information comes out, it sounds like it's not so bad of a deal. And Gail, one big thing, of course, what we always look at is when you buy into DVC, if you're buying direct, you're going to get the home resort, and that would be the cabins at Fort Wilderness would be your home resort for that 11-month booking window. And then the points price is the same as Riviera at $225 per point, and there are developer credits and other credits. So I'll link below our rep that we use, Rick Palmero at DVC's great guy. He always sends us information as to what's going on with the current programs that DVC is offering. So, but my mindset has changed. I haven't been a big fan of these cabins at Wilderness Lodge or at Fort Wilderness.
Right.
Okay. So, Gail, you looked into some point charts. You looked at, since they're close to each other, Wilderness Lodge, whether it be Copper Creek or Boulder Ridge, they're very close in points, a couple, 3 points difference in the point chart. And then you also looked at the cabins. What's the difference? How much are you looking at for the cabins versus a 1-bedroom at Copper Creek or Boulder Ridge?
Right. And we're basing it on a 1-bedroom for the fact that the cabins do have kitchens, cooking facility. You're not going to get that with a studio, so we compared it to the 1-bedrooms, and it is significantly cheaper point-wise to stay at the cabins.
What's significant?
Up to, it was close to 100 points, and even a little over 100 points, depending on which one at Wilderness you were staying at.
Yeah, and if you really wanted to go a little bit further, if you went to a 2-bedroom that sleeps, 8. I believe it's
Up
8,
to,
right? 8 people, maybe 9, whichever, because some resorts have 9 in a 2-bedroom, but let's just say it's 8 people. The cabin at Fort Wilderness sleeps 6.
Yes.
We know that. Plus 2 dogs.
Yes. But there is a fee for that, but yes.
But the 2-bedroom was
that's a plus.
even more, so maybe it's 140 points difference for
that was
a
about
week.
Another $60 or 60 points, to add on to up it to a 2-bedroom.
But sticking with a 1-bedroom, that sleeps 4 or 5, and then compare it to the cabin at Fort Wilderness, that does sleep 6 people. You're looking at
5, doesn't it?
No, the cabin at Fort Wilderness.
I thought it was 5 too.
Because 4. You have the 2. You have the bed in the master. You got the 2 bunk beds. That makes 4, and then you got the Murphy bed. That would make 6.
Okay.
So you got 6 people, accommodations for 6 people. It's 100 points difference staying in that October-November period.
Yeah.
That makes it very attractive, for a family to get into DVC. It is October, November, which actually is one of the higher price levels. For the cabins. It's even less expensive. You go in September, and I think it was just like 110 or 115 points if you went in September to get a cabin at the Fort Wilderness. Gail's going to look that up and verify.
It was 111 in September.
Yeah. And then the summer months, what was June and
July and August is a little higher, 148.
Okay, so anyway, the October November was a little bit higher. So what do you get on this cabin? We know that you get your kitchen area, you get sleeping accommodations for 6. You are allowed to bring up to 2 dogs, right?
Two pets, yeah.
So you don't have to board your pets. You don't have to have a pet sitter, kind of a thing. And they are limited as far as the cabins. There's a deposit that you have to pay for having your pets stay there, the 2 dogs.
Yeah.
That is there. You don't have laundry facilities in your cabin, where you do at a one-bedroom at Wilderness, Copper Creek, and Boulder Ridge. So there's a difference there. But the point difference, 100 points.
That's significant.
Yeah, you could stay in October, November for a full week, with up to 6 people staying in that cabin. And you could stay in September for 115. So for, point price of what, 270 points, 275, whichever it is, you could have 2 weeks in the cabin. Yeah, you don't have your laundry facility, but you have your living facilities, you have your kitchen, and then there's a few other amenities that come with that, with the restaurants that are on property right there, and getting to the parks. They offer...
And the boat goes over to Magic Kingdom, goes to Wilderness Lodge. What else did you say? You can see the fireworks.
Oh, yeah. The fireworks, the light
pageant, the light parade.
That is right there, let's see, what else? Oh, you can go to Wilderness Lodge. You can go to the Contemporary.
Right,
so,
that's right.
Chef
That
Mickey's
too.
and so, and then if you wanted to zip over to Magic Kingdom, by the monorail or what have you. So you're not really landlocked, of course. They have bus stops. One thing that you might want to consider is getting a golf cart.
Oh, right.
Because you can't drive your car back there. You have to leave your car in the parking area, designated parking area. So that could be very helpful to have that. But that runs about $60 a day for a golf cart. So do you want a golf cart for every day that you're there?
Right.
You got to weigh that off.
Right.
But
they do have the bus system, though.
They do have the buses. And if you're not boarding your dogs, you're saving the money there.
Right.
So it might be offset. So that's really what's turned me around with this. And, we had always talked about taking our daughters to stay at the old cabins at Fort Wilderness, but we never got around to it. But this is very attractive to do this with the grandkids. I really think that they would like that. It's not my thing, as far as camping, but hey, you're in a cabin, so you do have nicer
I think it's going to be more like glamping than camping.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I'm all for that. And you have the Hoop-de-Doo Review, restaurant there. A lot of changes taking place in that area, with restaurants and all, so not completely up to date. Maybe we can get over there when we go on our spring break trip, or even we're going...
Probably May, more likely.
Yeah, we're going in May also. We're going to be taking a trip down there and staying at a couple of different resorts. Yeah. So maybe we can zip over and see what's going on over there. Hey, I got to take my hat off to the cabins. Disney... I said it when they were building the Riviera that it's a big chunk of metal and concrete, and then I fell in love with it. And then these cabins, DVC, but Disney, I tell you, DVC, they price point it right as far as the points, the number of points. The 225 still a strong take there, but your points go further staying at the cabins than staying at one of the other resorts.
Yes, or you just don't have to buy as many. If you're just a person that takes a 1 week vacation a year, and you can do it for 100 points cheaper than anywhere else, that's a savings right there.
But you do have to buy the minimum requirement when you're buying direct from Disney. I can't remember if it's 150 or 175, but whatever it is, you have to buy that minimum. But I'm happy to see it. I really, really am, because we are always talking, you and I, about the affordability or the lack of affordability for families, to go to Disney, to stay on Disney property. This really opens the door. It opens the door, for families to get in and be able to stay on property and enjoy wow, the fireworks right from we don't get that when we stay at Old Key West or Saratoga. You know, some of the other properties, of course, Animal Kingdom Lodge. You don't get that because of the animals. They don't want fireworks going off, so you get that. You get the light parade, right? You have the boats, close proximity, just a lot of great things. And I'm really, really happy to see it. I am now sold on the cabins. I reverse my thinking on it, and it's kind of exciting, you know, to think that we can take the grandkids there and not have to blow a lot of points, you know, to do that. You know,
well, and it's fun. I mean, the kids love roasting marshmallows out, you know, in the open fire pit and things like that. And
and the movies.
They had the scavenger hunt. Remember when we went and we were looking at the campgrounds the one year? And they had families out doing the scavenger hunts with their kids. So I think they have a lot of activities that you can do as well on top of it. So I think it sounds like it would be a very fun time.
It was a really neat place. It was a really neat place to visit. And we kind of got lost because it's big.
It is.
It is big. We kind of got lost and did a lot of walking, which was fine because we got to see a lot of the property. This was already a couple of years ago before this was in the plans. But I'm super excited about it. I'm happy to see that Disney did this and they aren't putting the cabins for 350 points for a week in November or 275. I think they priced it right.
Yeah, very
I'm just I'm happy to have changed my position on it, and I'm just really excited about it. I'm really, really happy. I'm proud of Disney. I'm proud of DVC for doing that, to making it available for so many people.
Yes.
You know, so
yes. It'll be another great resort.
Yes. Yeah. To be able to stay and be there and experience it, and especially with the grandkids.
Another experience, like we've always said, you get a different experience at every resort. And, you know, this is just another one for a new experience.
So if you haven't had a chance to look at it, log in, you know, look at the photos, look at the amenities, all that's going on with that. If you're not a DVC member, right now you're thinking about it, this might be an option for you. Rick's information will be down below. We don't get paid for this. We're not affiliated with DVC. We're not affiliated with a resale marketplace. There are no resale markets for cabins at Wilderness Lodge right now because they're just coming available. But wow, that's really cool.
It is exciting.
It is. So anyway, enough of that. Thank you for joining us on our channel and watching our videos. If you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. And as we always say, be kind to cast members. They're awesome people. And we'll see you on our next DVC journey. Bye.
Bye.